Among the things that led me to my investment decisions in the three Mapletree REITs, namely Mapletree Industrial Trust, Mapletree Logistics Trust, as well as Mapletree Pan Asia Commercial Trust, are their stable financial results, high portfolio occupancy, and healthy debt profile over the years. The Mapletree REITs are also one of the few REITs that continue to pay out a distribution once every quarter, giving unit holders like myself a more regular stream of income. Mapletree Logistics Trust was the first Mapletree REIT to release its first quarter results on Wednesday. You can check out my video review of its results in the description below. Yesterday evening, it was Mapletree Industrial Trust's turn to release theirs. The last Mapletree REIT in Mapletree Pan Asia Commercial Trust will be releasing its results on 13 August. In this video presentation, you will find my review of Mapletree Industrial Trust results for the first quarter of the financial year ended 30th of June in terms of its latest financial performance, portfolio occupancy and debt profile, as well as its distribution payout to unit holders. Let's get started. For those of you who may be hearing about the Singapore-listed REIT for the very first time, here's a quick introduction. Mapletree Industrial Trust, or MIT for short, was listed on the Singapore Exchange in October 2010. It invests in a diversified portfolio of income-producing real estate properties primarily used for industrial purposes in Singapore, as well as for data center purposes beyond its home country. Currently, the industrial REIT's portfolio comprises 83 properties in Singapore, 56 properties in North America, including 13 data centers held through the joint venture with Mapletree Investments Pte Ltd, as well as one property in Japan, worth a total of 9 billion Singapore dollars. Let us now look at Mapletree Industrial Trust's financial performance for the first quarter of the financial year 2024-25 compared to the same time period last year. At one look, you can tell that it is a stable set of results, with its gross revenue, net property income, and distributable income to unit holders recording year-on-year improvements. Particularly, the 2.7% growth in its gross revenue is due to contributions from its data center in Osaka, Japan, which the REIT acquired in September 2023, along with new leases and renewals across various properties clusters. However, this was partially offset by a loss of income in the North American portfolio due to non-renewal of leases and divestment of the Tanglin Halt sector in March 2024. Higher utilities and marketing costs saw the REIT's property operating expenses climb by 7.4%, resulting in its net property income recording a 1.3% improvement compared to last year. Finally, Mapletree Industrial Trust distributable income to unit holders rose by 9% to about 98 million Singapore dollars due to a higher net property income, as well as higher distribution declared by the venture due to distribution being withheld in the first quarter of the last financial year in view of the uncertainty arising from one of the tenants filing of Chapter 11 of the United States Bankruptcy Code in June 2023. This was partially offset by higher borrowing costs. Moving on to the REIT's portfolio occupancy profile, where I will be reviewing the statistics recorded for the current quarter under review against the previous quarter 3 months ago. As you can see from the table in this slide, it is also an improved set of statistics. Particularly, the 0.5 percentage point improvement in its portfolio occupancy to about 92% in the first quarter of the financial year 2024-25 can be attributed to an improvement in the occupancy rates in its data centers, high-tech buildings, and in its ramp-up and stack-up buildings. Lease expiries are also well spread out. In the remaining 3 quarters of the financial year 2024-25, about 11.4% of the leases are due for renewal, with about 17% due for renewal each year over the next 3 financial years. Close to 37% of the leases will be due for renewal in the financial year 2028-29 or later. Similar to how I have reviewed the REIT's portfolio occupancy profile in the previous slide, I will also be reviewing its debt profile by comparing the statistics recorded for the current financial year against that reported in the previous quarter 3 months ago. In my opinion, the REIT's debt profile was a mixed bag, with aggregate leverage and average cost of debt inching up slightly. At the same time, the percentage of borrowings hedged at fixed rates inching down slightly. Despite of that, its aggregate leverage is still a very healthy one. The same can also be said for the REIT's percentage of borrowings hedged at fixed rates, where it is among one of the highest in all the 40 plus Singapore listed REITs. Mapletree Industrial Trust distribution payout to unit holders improves slightly to 3.43 Singapore cents, which can be attributed to a higher net property income, a higher distribution declared by joint venture, along with distribution of net divestment gain of 13.4 million Singapore dollars from 115A and 115B Commonwealth Drive over 4 quarters this financial year. For those of you who prefer to receive your payout in units of the REIT, good news for you. As the management have decided to bring back distribution reinvestment plan to help maintain a healthy debt headroom for growth opportunities, you will have the option to receive your distributions in cash, in units of the REIT, or a mixture of both. If you do not indicate your choice, you will receive your distributions in cash, which is the default option. More details will be made available shortly. Finally, if you are a unit holder of the REIT, do take note of the dates on its distribution payout. Overall, it is a good first quarter for Mapletree Industrial Trust, where its financial performance and distribution payout to unit holders recorded a stable growth. The same can also be said for its portfolio occupancy, which have further improved from the previous quarter 3 months ago. Also, at close to 92% as of 30th of June 2024, I consider it to be at a very strong level. Even though debt profile have weakened slightly, but its aggregate leverage at about 39% as of 30th of June 2024 is also at a healthy level. Also, the REIT has about 82% of borrowings hedged to fixed rates, which is one of the highest among the 40 plus Singapore listed REITs. With that, I have come to the end of my review of Mapletree Industrial Trust latest results for the first quarter of the financial year 24-25, released yesterday evening. Do take note that everything I have just shared in this video presentation is solely for educational purposes only, and they do not constitute any buy or sell calls for the REITs units. You are strongly encouraged to do your own due diligence before you make any investment decisions. Finally, if you find the contents presented in this video useful, I would greatly appreciate it if you can give me a like. Also, you may want to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you will not miss out on any video presentations I will be posting in the coming weeks. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again in the next video.